Tony, you won't have been able to hear it, but Graham Richardson was just telling the nation how sad he was to see your political career end in this way. All the highs and lows you've had over 25 years, you must have thought about it, how it would end. How sad is it for you to end in this way, losing your own seat in your own heartland?
Well, I'm not the first person to lose his seat. Obviously, John Howard lost his seat in 2007. Stanley Melbourne Bruce lost his seat back in 1929, I think it was. And at least I didn't lose the seat as PM. But look, over the years, I've had ups, I've had downs. I accept that there are good days and bad days in this business. And as I said a moment ago, I'm not going to let one bad day spoil 25 good years.
You made a very gracious speech. Richo just noted that. There was one line that stood out for me, though. You said that you would rather be a loser than a quitter. Was that a barb at the man who followed you into the Prime Ministership?
Well, no, it's the truth. It's the truth. Look, I think that it's important to stand up for the things you believe in, even if it means you lose. Some things are worth losing for. And I thought fighting for the seat that I've represented for 25 years, fighting for the political positions that I've held for 25 years was worth going on with, even though I knew after the Wentworth by-election that it was going to be a very, very tough struggle indeed.
What about the campaign that was launched against you? I don't believe Australia's ever seen anything like this before. Get up the independents,
no doubt
vote out Tony, the C word plastered around your electorate, the violence last night. Is this an ugly and dangerous new phase in Australian politics?
Well, there is no doubt that there was a massive array of forces. There was the independents, there was the Greens, the Labor Party and Get Up. So it was really 4 against 1 here in Warringah, and all 4 of them, each of the 4 are a pretty formidable force, but all 4 of them together are extraordinarily formidable. I take some solace from the fact that by drawing so many of the forces of the Green left into Warringah, maybe that has made it easier for some of my colleagues to hold on or indeed to win in other parts of Australia.
But there was no positive agenda. Their only aim was to get rid of you. You were the target as the leading Conservative in the Australian politics in many ways. Even the Vote Tony Out mob preferenced Fraser Anning's representative ahead of you. I just don't think that we've seen that sort of negative campaigning in this country ever before.
Look, there is absolutely no doubt that it was very personal. It was often nasty, and occasionally it was vile. And look, it was successful. But on the other hand, however much disappointment there might be about the result in Warringah, there should be great satisfaction about what seems to be the national result. And as I say, if we continue to have good, steady government in Canberra, courtesy of the coalition, the loss of the seat of Warringah is, may I say, a small price to pay.
2 last questions before we let you go. Firstly, that national result, what do you believe it says about the issue of climate change above all others and the state of Australian politics?
Well, as I said a moment ago, where climate change is a moral issue, it's a problem for us. Where climate change is an economic issue, I actually think it works to our benefit. And in all of the seats that have swung, and it seems swung strongly to the coalition tonight, they're battler seats where people are much more interested in their cost of living than they are in some hypothetical argument about what might happen globally in many decades' time.
I also want to ask you if you have any idea at this stage what next?
No, other than quite a few days surfing next week, and I suspect availability to do hazard reduction burns and generally turn out for the local fire brigade.
Maybe tidy up the back end. There is one, I lied, one more question. Is there something, what would you like to say to the people of Australia tonight as your political career ends, both to those who have been great supporters of yours and the haters?
Well, thank you. Thank you, because to represent the people in the Parliament is a wonderful honour. To have been a party leader for 6 years and a Prime Minister for 2 years, that's an extraordinary privilege, and I am forever grateful.